Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is a reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising Gemini for the 15th through the 30th of November 2018. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry or bitchinahurry.com, where I list the kind of deck I'm using right now. And I list my different readings that I offer. And speaking of that, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for your participation in the Halloween special. That was awesome. I have had so much fun getting to know you guys, and I love being able to give people stuff, so I really had a great time taking off a little bit of a extra on the reading so that you could afford them and you could have some fun with them. And also, if you have any ideas for other little specials and things like that I can do, or other kinds of readings that you'd like, please feel free to ask, and I will do whatever I can to accommodate you because I love what I do. So, Gemini, the 15th to the 30th of November 2018. How are you guys doing? We had on October 24th, we had the full moon in Taurus, which was a time to really remove any of the things that had gotten us buried into a rut, old routines, old beliefs, old behavior patterns that did not serve us. It was time for us to kind of break free of all of that. And then coming up, because I will have this out before this happens, is the new moon in Scorpio on November 7th. That is coming up. So if you haven't watched that video yet, they're already up there. Watch your sun, moon, and rising. Some people identify more with their moon or rising sign, so you can you'll know right away which one really you identify with more, and make sure that you watch that as well and make some plans for that new moon, because the new moon is a time to set intentions, and Scorpio is about going deep. Transforming. This is a transformative time. New moon is a time to set these intentions. What do you want to transform in your life? And the theme here in this new moon is almost like transformation through forgiveness. This could be forgiving yourself for maybe not doing some things that you thought you should do, forgiving others for letting you down, doing something that you feel was not correct. Whatever it is, forgiving yourself or others will set you free to go live the life you want. Almost like you could emerge from this almost as a kind of a different person. You may not quite recognize who you are on the way out of this. So it'll be very interesting to hear how that all goes. What else do we have for the sign of Gemini for November 15th through the 30th of 2018. All right, let's get started. We'll let those rest a little bit and see how we're doing so far. What we start out with here is a reminder. You are an air sign. The swords are the air signs. Sharp, quick-witted mind. The Queen of Swords, you don't want to mess with her. She misses nothing. So this is telling me that you need to be not on your guard in a bad way, but that you need to emotionally, mentally be on your game. I'm not saying something bad is coming. I'm saying more like you could miss an opportunity if you're not paying attention. This is saying to me, all I keep hearing is pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. There is some stuff going on. And the next card we have is the Strength card. Strong, silent, strength. Not, you can see here this lion is not chained up. It's unfettered. This lion is next to her, supporting her, protecting her, giving her strength of his own free will and volition. So you have a quiet strength about you with this queen. This is a powerhouse right here. This Queen of Swords that misses nothing, and then you have this Strength card. You have this is telling me that there is something coming for you. An opportunity, there is something coming. And I don't mean coming for you in a bad way. I mean you want to be on your mental game. Do not, don't slack off. This is not a time to be I want to even say to have your mental sharpness not be there. You shouldn't, during this particular time, I want you to really watch drinking, doing drugs, doing things that alter your mental state, because you need to be very sharp. There's something coming that you could miss if you're not strong and if you're not sharp mentally. So that's what I really want to say, is be really on your game mentally. Don't be in la la land. especially through any kind of, alcohol or chemical induced la-la land. You really want to be paying attention to what's going on. And with that strength card, it seems like you want to be mentally very strong. Like I can't stress it enough how much you need to be on your game, because I think something amazing is coming for you. So I really want you to pay attention. And the next card we get is the Lovers. This could be a partnership, a significant other. It could be a coming back together where there's been a rift with either like a best friend or someone in your family. It could be an opportunity for a career that makes you feel like you found the other half of yourself. I find that a lot with this card is that it isn't always just love interest. A lot of times it's you finding something that you love to do so much, whether it's a hobby or a career, that just makes you feel so happy. It just makes you feel full. That's what I'm seeing here. So I want to make really sure that you have your wits about you, and you're strong, and I think maybe you need to be strong about having your wits about you. Like, you may have a really tendency where you really want to just kind of go out and party and have a really good time, but you need to be strong, keep your wits about you, and not be missing out, because you could miss this. You could miss this if you're not mentally on your game, and I don't want to see that happen to you. Now, what we have next is the King of Wands. So when this opportunity comes, and it's coming, you can't lose. The King of Wands is the king of all action. He's like a superhero. But you see all of this brand new day here. He is so charming and so charismatic. Have you ever met a person that when you meet them, you feel stupid because you kind of don't know what to say around them? He's that person. So people will feel this way about you. When this opportunity presents itself, you everything you touch turns to gold. People will not be able to say no to you. They will identify with you deeply, and they will be like, yeah, what you said, I'm going with you. You can't lose. So being aware of this opportunity coming and knowing that you are going to wield this type of power is enough, I believe, for you to stay sharp. And I feel like you really don't want to right now. You really would like to do a little bit of partying, and you like to do a little bit of chilling and hanging out and a little bit of not caring. But if you participate in that, and there will be some of you that do, if that happens, this is the result that you get. This is the Three of Swords, heartbreak, oftentimes heartbreak. And it can be a missed opportunity. It can be a missed opportunity. That's why I'm telling you, stay on your game. Be strong about staying on your game. You have this coming at you. You have this opportunity coming at you where you cannot lose. Stay on your game, because I don't want to see this be the case. And I'm not trying to be ominous. I'm just saying this is you missing that opportunity. This is you missing that opportunity. Now, conversely, the next card we have is the High Priestess, she has amazing intuition. There's not another card in the deck that is more intuitive than her. Deep down, you know this already. You already know that you want to do whatever and you don't want to care, but you already know this is what's coming if you don't do that. You have this intuition. You know that what I'm telling you about this Midas touch thing, you see that coming. You feel it. The air signs are very intuitive. You have a lot of intuition already, and this is you. You have this intuition right in your back pocket. It's like one of your tools, and you have this, and it's given to you so that you can see this stuff coming. You can see this opportunity. You can see what you have going for you with this Midas touch, I want to call it. And you can also see, you know better. If you want to do something you shouldn't be doing and it's going to cause you this kind of heartbreak, you know better. Now, I'm an air sign too. We have all done that and gone, it doesn't matter, I don't care. And then, then we have this, and we have to contend with it. So let's just skip right over it. I look at this more as just a warning, because you already know better. You already know the right thing to do. And by accepting this opportunity, seeing what's coming, and I said, right, everything you touch kind of turns to gold, right? You have this touch. People cannot say no to you. That's the King of Wands. You get the King of Pentacles, which is the most successful business person that you know, besides the Emperor. He's the most successful business person that you know. He's rooted down, look at him. The base of him is a tree. He's rooted down. He knows exactly what's going on. His pulse is on his business, his finances, his home life, his practical life. Everything is in order. You can't get more in order and more on your game than him. So by sticking with the sharp mind that you have, using that strength, taking the opportunity, knowing that you have success at your fingertips, and foregoing doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, you miss out on this like heartbreak nonsense. You're going to skip right over that. You have the intuition of this high priestess right here, and you end up here. You end up here at this King of Pentacles, where you have really got it together. You've got it together. Now, you may have, I see this Four of Cups here is like, oh, this is hard. I don't feel like it. This is like lazy boredom. And I think because as air signs we get in our heads a lot, it's easy for us to get kind of overwhelmed and be like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. Today I'm just going to not care. But you already know, because you're so highly intuitive, you already know that this is a waste of your time. And especially after achieving like this king right here, you know this, you may do this for like 10 minutes. Like you may have one of those days, we've all had them, where you want to have like a mini nervous breakdown and you want to stomp and throw things and say how unfair it is, and then you realize no one cares. So this is kind of like your little itty bitty pity party of boo-hoo. Nobody really cares. I'm just going to sit and watch Maury all day. This is what this is. But you're not going to do this. This is just like, you may have this like fleeting feeling of, well, boo-hoo. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go to these parties. I wanted to go away for a week on vacation and not handle my business and stuff. I just wanted to go do whatever I wanted to do. Boo-hoo. And like I said, you'll entertain this for about 5 minutes and then go, well, that's not practical, because the King of Pentacles is the king of practicality. He is wise beyond what you can imagine, and he knows the right thing to do, and he's not going to let you do that. So you can entertain this in your mind, this little tantrum that you want to have, and this like, I'm bored, that's not fair. You'll entertain that for a while, and then you'll move on. But by thwarting that, and by thwarting the heartbreak of not doing the right things earlier, you open yourself up for a brand new idea. And this new idea is something that will only further what you've already started to work on. This brand new idea comes up next to this King of Pentacles. So because you've been responsible, which you didn't feel like being, but because you've been responsible, you've been on your game, you've been mentally sharp, you didn't go out and, go drinking for a week at a resort in Mexico somewhere and, eat nachos till you turned blue. Because you didn't do all of those things, you have this opportunity, this amazing opportunity. Like these two weeks from the 15th to the 30th of November, it's time for some serious, there are some serious things. The universe is handing stuff out to people. So you are going to have an amazing opportunity. And the next card we have here is the Chariot card. You're going to see this opportunity, and because you have this momentum from doing the right things, not having the boo-hoo, you have this momentum from like really being on your game. You're kind of like boom, boom, like you almost want to answer the phone, go. Like, how you see people like in the movies, people that are like on Wall Street or whatever, they answer the phone, they go, go. This is how you feel. I just want to tell you, that's awesome, because I love that kind of energy. But look down here. See these turtles? This always says patience to me. This wild, because there's no more energy in the deck than this. So you have this, and you have the King of Wands. Also, amazing amount of energy. Can't lose, Midas touch, all that stuff. But you have these turtles, and these turtles say, temper this with a little bit of patience. Don't go in both barrels blazing. Temper this with a little bit of patience right here. This patience will pay off. It will pay off in like 10,000 times. So just taper this wild energy that you do get. Taper that with a little bit of patience, because you have this new opportunity that you have is really amazing. And because you are on your game and you're not off getting drunk somewhere or doing drugs or running away. I think running away, like this is a time when people feel like they just want to run away. But because you're not doing that, you are going to have an opportunity to have this new idea that comes to you intellectually, and you'll be able to really take some action toward it immediately. Just temper it with a little bit of patience. The card that landed on top here was the Tower card, which says to me, this is a change that has to come. This is a change that has to come, and I think it pertains to this mental sharpness. I think you're at a point in your life where you need to engage this mental sharpness. And this is a change for you. You may not really feel like you want to do it, but if you don't, the universe will do it for you. So I think you should remain in control of this strong silence like you have, the strength that you have. If you remain in control of all this stuff and handle all your business the way you're supposed to, you will have made that change yourself. It will not have been made for you. And that's all I got. I will see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon.